Hey guys, SweetBananaGaming here, and I am going to do a little overview of the series of tweets that was released. As I'm recording this, it's been about 1 or 2 hours, I guess, since Pokemon, the official Pokemon Twitter account, did a bunch of tweets about updates. I was out and about, somebody told me about it. I got home and I just checked it out really briefly, so this will sort of be my first time really analyzing it. I just kind of skimmed through it. I went back down to, they had some TCG stuff. I mean, I guess they were announcing all these things, you know, with the kickoff of Pokemon World Championships. They announced some TCG stuff. I'm not super into that, so it's not going to be very interesting to hear me talk about those. But we have some Sword and Shield updates. By the time this goes live, it'll have been a few hours more, but I'm going to go over them. And we're going to start from the beginning here. So, well, I guess the very first thing was just to announce the thing we probably all could have figured out anyway, that Pokemon Sword and Shield will be the official video game used for competitive play during the 2020 Play Pokemon season. So, if you're into official competitive Pokemon, you know we're going to use Sword and Shield. Those of us doing it casually are probably going to give it a try anyway. Casual competitive. But anyway, most of these updates seem related to competitive play, which I guess ties in with the whole World Championships thing. But it's going to be interesting because we've learned some things about the meta, and I just skimmed through it, but it seems like they're splitting it a little more for like casual multiplayer battles, and then like competitive but casual, like non-ranked but competitive battles with competitive rules, and then ranked battles with competitive rules. I think that is what it's looking like. Again, I just skimmed through it. We're going to read this through in detail together. So let's get with the first tweet here. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, you can get online and challenge trainers from all over the world in the battle stadium. Rental teams and online competitions allow for more ways to connect to other Pokemon teams. So I think they mentioned more about rental teams later on, which I remember in Sun and Moon, or maybe it was only Ultra Sun and Moon, I think it was all of Gen 7, when you battled against somebody and saved their trainer video, you could battle against their team. I don't think you could rent them. I could be wrong. There might have been, no, I think there was a QR code rental system. But anyway, it seems like they're still running with the idea of rental teams, which kind of cool. I'm assuming it would be great if they just had a full-on Pokemon Stadium system where you could just choose from any of the Pokemon in the game to make your team. But then, you know, you wouldn't be able to, like in Pokemon Stadium, in order to balance it out, they gave pretty much they gave all the non-evolved Pokemon really good sets and all the evolved Pokemon crummy sets. So, I mean, the Pokemon Stadium system was a bit flawed, but it would be interesting to see that. And also, sorry my screen is not centered. I have it centered for like this view when I'm scrolling, so I could fit my webcam. But anyway, you guys get the gist. So we're gonna read. It goes into more detail. So let's look at the options actually. Casual battles, ranked battles, online competitions, rental teams, and download rules. So, I mean, there's not really a third, I guess, tier of it, but I'm going to read through, because I believe you can do casual battles with rules or casual battles with no rules. So anyway, let's start with ranked battles. In ranked battles, you'll take on Pokemon trainers from across the globe. Your rank in ranked battles indicates how strong you are as a trainer. And, so thank you for continuing to play ranked battles. I don't know why that's there. So there they are. They're all Dynamaxed out. We're doing a double battle, I guess. Anything else of interest? Well, there's the little Rotom drone over there in front of Raichu's face. Oh yeah, and then they have the two non-Dynamaxed Pokemon. Okay, interesting. So they have the Pokeball tier. I think they have, what, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball. Beginner tier maybe is before Pokeball, it looks like. Pokeball tier 5? I don't know. Maybe you have levels, but then each tier encompasses a certain number of levels. Anyway, I shouldn't click on this. Let's go back. So ranked battles, I mean, it sounds interesting. Oh wait, it'll tell us. Here's how ranked battles work. Each rank belongs to a specific tier. The top tier is where trainers aim to become the best in the world. Ranked battles also have seasons. Once a season is over, your rank gets adjusted and the new season begins. I don't remember exactly. I didn't get into the ranked battles online and in the last generation. So I'm not sure if they had a system like this. I know you could do ranked battles, but I'm not sure. That was it. Only Battle Spot was ranked, actually, I think. So I wonder if we'll be able to do full battles in ranked mode. And then with the tiers and stuff, I think the tiers are pretty cool, because I think we just had points last time, and they seemed kind of arbitrary. But these points lead to different tiers and rankings. I mean, it sounds like it's a little more fleshed out than previous times. Alright, so not into competition, no worries. In casual battles, you can enjoy Pokemon battles without worrying about who wins and who loses. You can also use certain legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon that are not eligible for ranked battles. Alright, let me open... I want to see what this is. This is linked to the website explaining it. I guess let's read down the line here. The Battle Stadium, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, you can connect to the internet and battle against trainers from all over the world in the Battle Stadium. Features like rental teams and online competitions allow for different ways to connect to other Pokemon trainers. And you need the Nintendo Switch Online, so you have to pay for that, unfortunately. Let me see, are they going to mention... They're going to talk more about it, but let's read through what they have on the website. So we already kind of read this. Let's see if it explains anything extra from the tweet. In ranked battles, you can take on Pokemon trainers from across the globe with a battle team you trained up in an attempt to become the most powerful trainer in the world. As the name implies, you will have a rank in ranked battles that indicates how strong you are as a trainer. Your rank will change depending on the results of your battles. You'll face trainers of a similar rank, so your battles are sure to be challenging. Alright, so you earn points based on your results. Your rank will increase once you earn enough points. Dynamax Pokemon play a dynamic role in ranked battles too. You can receive items by meeting certain criteria, such as battling multiple times in a row. Well, that's kind of cool. I don't know if they ever did that before, where you could get... I mean, you got... Oh, I wonder if that's replacing battle points, though. I don't know if it'll mention that or not. Alright, so we have tiers. Yeah, beginner tier. Okay, yeah, levels rank 1 through 3 up to... I guess max is... basically 11. So you have beginner tier, Pokemon tier, Pokeball tier, Great Ball tier, Ultra Ball tier, Master Ball tier. Each rank in ranked battles belongs to a specific tier. The top tier is where trainers will take part in intense ranked battles, with everyone aiming to become the best in the world. You can check your own ranking in the Battle Stadium when you're competing in the highest ranks. And check out this smartphone version of Pokemon Home if you want to see how all participants of a competition placed or the rankings of your Pokemon used. Well, that's kind of interesting. In ranked battles, your Pokemon will go down a certain amount. Your rank will go down a certain amount at the end of each season before being carried over to a new season. So I wonder if that means, like, if you ranked well, you get to start out at a slightly higher rank than people who didn't rank so well, which is kind of interesting. I mean, that's a way to kind of incentivize you. You get a little bit of head start each season if you do well in the previous season. So casual battles. In casual battles, you can enjoy Pokemon battles without worrying about who wins and who loses. Another noteworthy aspect of casual battles, you can lose. Alright, we already read that. There are 2 formats for battles in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Players can take part in the single battle and double battle formats. No more battle royals, you guys. You can choose from these 2 battle formats for ranked battles and casual battles too. Now I wonder, can we do multi-battles? They don't mention multi-battles. I mean, but those are basically double battles, but the only difference is that it's a double battle with 4 players instead of 2, so I wonder if that's not a possibility here. Online competitions, we haven't read the tweet part about it yet, but we'll just read it here. There are 2 categories of online competition you can participate in for some fun battling. Official competitions and friendly competitions. In official competitions, you take part in special battles with a variety of different rules and restrictions in order to see where you place among the participants. Certain competitions may even grant you the chance to participate in the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield World Championships if you do well in them. Aim to be the best in competitions with various regulations. So I assume these official ones are put on officially by the Pokemon Company. And then we have friendly competitions. In friendly competitions, you can join competitions hosted by other players, but you're also able to host a competition yourself. The host will decide the regulations for friendly competitions. So we could do this on stream. Like, we're getting geared up for the BBL, the Viewer Draft League, coming up, where we're going to use Showdown. But we could do little tournaments in this one. And we could even, you know, have some prizes and stuff too. Interesting. Yeah. I guess you could do online tournaments in Sun and Moon. I could have sworn you could, but I don't know many people who used them. Maybe that's just me. Use rental teams. This will explain more about rentals, I guess, to battle with all sorts of different Pokemon. Rental teams let you borrow battle teams easily by inputting IDs available online. You can use the rented battle teams in various different battles. You'll also be able to make your own battle teams public to Pokemon trainers all over the world. So that's kind of cool, too. I don't know what, like, if you can use... I mean, you probably won't be able to use these battle teams in official competitions or anything, but... I wonder if you can use them in ranked battles, maybe, or if it's just in the casual and friendly, casual battles and friendly competition. But that would be interesting too. I mean, to give you a way, where if you have someone who's, you know, really into breeding and EV training and blah, 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 and they put together a good team, then everybody can have their chance to kind of use it out. Also, I see the levels. Let me look at this. The levels are all set to level 50, I guess, which makes sense, but you can see all the Pokemon are at different levels over there on the team description or whatever. Okay, so that's it for that page. Let's go back to the tweets. We're probably going to get some repeats, I think, because it says, there are 2 formats for battles in Pokemon Sword and Shield, single battle and double battle. You can choose from these 2 battle formats for ranked battles and casual battles too. Okay, so that's what was on the website. 2 kinds of online competitions, official competitions and friendly competitions. We already saw both of these. We can get like a little bit of a zoomed in picture. We can get a zoomed in image of what we already saw. The hosting competition, I mean, I'd like to get into that for streams if we have enough people interested. That would be fun. Rental teams let you borrow battle teams by inputting IDs available online. Blah, 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 blah. Stuff we've seen already. Here's a closer shot of that picture. And we see, oh yeah, we see the battle time and the move time is still there. And oh yeah, there's some new held items that we get to see. I don't know if we can see them yet. The Dynamax phenomenon not only makes Pokemon huge, you can also sway the course of battle by giving them a power boost. The max moves that only Dynamax Pokemon can use aren't just powerful either, they have impressive additional effects. So, I mean, this is just like an additional statement about Dynamax, nothing too new here. Remember, trainers, you can Dynamax any Pokemon from Galar so long as you have the Dynamax band. You can choose which Pokemon to Dynamax depending on what's happening in battle, or even have your Pokemon hold items that boost their offenses and unleash powerful max moves. So I think they kind of show an example here, new items discovered. I'm very curious about this one animation that shows, it looks like Snorlax maybe is using Switcheroo, I don't know. It looks like Snorlax is giving the item to Rhyperior, which doesn't make sense because they're on opposing teams. I'm not totally sure how this is meant to work, but the item is called Room Service. Will lower the holder's speed when the move Trick Room is successfully used. That's kind of cool. It's kind of like we have the items that trigger when you're on certain terrain that'll boost your stats. So this one lowers your speed so you can take even better advantage of Trick Room. Eject Pack switches out your battling Pokemon if its stats are lowered. So Eject Pack is like, it's not red card, Eject Button. Eject Button triggers when your Pokemon takes damage. So Eject Pack triggers when your stats are lowered, which is also interesting. So two items revolving around stats. And so of course, I'm surprised it took this long for them to have an item about Trick Room, but anyway. Alright, so now we're getting into stuff we haven't seen already. I don't remember if they've mentioned this before, but some Pokemon have rare abilities known as hidden abilities, which differ from their usual abilities. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, it seems that Pokemon caught in max raid battles might have these hidden abilities. I don't remember if they've mentioned that before, but there you go, that's another motivation to go after these max raid Pokemon, because you have, I don't know if, it sounds like they have a chance of having the hidden ability, kind of like what they had in SOS battles, or if it's guaranteed. They're certainly not implying that it's guaranteed. They're implying that they have a chance, which this might be your only way to get hidden ability Pokemon, other than if you have one, and if the breeding mechanics stay the same, once you have one of these, then you can breed for hidden abilities, of course. Let's get a little close-up of, why do I forget this guy's name? The steel dragon that looks like a lighter. I was out of town when he was revealed, so I don't actually know his name. And then there's the Clefable, and then there's Quillfish. And, alright, so let's keep going up the line. There's also a chance you'll encounter Pokemon that can Gigantamax in max raid battles. While extremely rare, by attempting many different battles, there's a chance you can even find a Pokemon that can Gigantamax and also has a hidden ability. So, now when they say a Pokemon that can Gigantamax, I remember again, I was out of town when Gigantamaxing was revealed. It was something to do with certain Pokemon, I think it was certain species, but even only certain Pokemon of that species, and I could have sworn, maybe they didn't say, but maybe it was, I wanted to say it must have been with a certain ability, but maybe not, since there's a chance that they can Gigantamax and have the hidden ability, but not necessarily both. So maybe it doesn't have to do with an ability. Maybe it's a separate determining factor, just like how certain Pokemon are shiny. I don't know. I'd be interested to learn more about that. But we don't get more about that, at least not yet. Alright, so we're gonna go up. The next thing, that's all the research we have for you today. Trainer, show of hands. Who else is ready to battle in Pokemon Sword Shield? That's kind of cool little gif there. You can see Arcanine and Gastrodon and Galarian Weezing and Rotom Wash. So, I don't know if we knew whether all these Pokemon were in Galar. Well, obviously we knew Weezing was. We knew Rotom had to be. But you have Arcanine and Gastrodon confirmed for Galar. There's actually more. Okay, Pokemon Go Invitational. Oh yeah, there's some Pokemon Go stuff. There's Pokemon Go competition, I guess, if you're into Pokemon Go. And is this new? Well, this is from 2 hours ago. This wouldn't be a new trailer, would it? I don't know if I'm gonna get copyright ID, so I'm gonna go away from it for a second. New battle strategies. So this is a trailer, I think, encompassing the stuff that we've learned already. Oh, Galarian Weezing's new ability is Neutralizing Gas. All other abilities are neutralized. Okay, so let me take some time away from here. Not as good as Levitate, certainly not for single battles. However, I could see some utility in double battles. And, I mean, if you wanted to go with a certain strategy, I suppose, if you, like, let's say in a case where you knew what your opponent might have, like if you were in, let's say, draft format, and you knew that, okay, well, this Pokemon has an ability that's going to be a problem for me, and you could make a Galarian Weezing set to counter that. I don't know, that's one thought. I mean, still not as good as Levitate for Weezing itself, but I could see how it has its uses, and I could see it more in the double battle, like the VGC format. Alright. Gastrodon. Okay, so, like, well, there you go. It cancels out Gastrodon's Storm Drain, so it's free to hit, but it also cancels out Rotom's Levitate. So it both helped and hurt in that situation. You were able to use a Water-type move on Arcanine without Gastrodon absorbing it, but then your Rotom also got hit. So, new held item room service. Okay, so that GIF was not Snorlax giving it the item. The animation was it going from the little screen and showing which Pokemon has it. Okay, so well, that explains things. I was confused. Lowers the Pokemon speed during Trick... So during Trick Room, does that mean it goes back up when Trick Room goes away? Like, that wording of it is weird, but what did it say? Lower the holder's speed when the move Trick Room is successfully used. So, I mean, it's probably permanent. Well, you know, until you switch out or whatever. And then Eject Pack. The Pokemon switches out if its stats are lowered. Okay, so yeah, you could, like, fire off a Draco Meteor and then get the heck out of there. That's not too bad. A new move, Breaking Swipe. Okay, who gets that? Lowers the attack of all targets hit. Who used that? Did Obstagoon use it? It seems like a move Obstagoon would have. But I didn't catch... Because I'm trying to go in and out. Wait. I'm trying to go in and out of... So that I'm not content ID'd or whatever. So I didn't quite see what Pokemon was using that move. If you know, let me know. I'll probably watch the trailer later. Alright, reflects any stat-lowering effects. So this is like, having... not Mirror Coat. Magic Bounce? But just for stats? Is that what it is? Magic Bounce for stats? Alright, so we're seeing something. Dynamax, Fake Out. shrug off moves that cause flinching. So I wonder, is that something for all Dynamax Pokemon? They just can't flinch? Or do certain Pokemon have certain Dynamax? I'm assuming it's uniform. That's interesting. Max moves have powerful secondary effects. I think we may have already seen some of this. I'm gonna go in and out. Alright, what was the effect of... It raises the attack... Was it raising the attack of the team? Alright, I'm gonna pay attention this time. I'm gonna hope this doesn't get ID'd. Oh, it sets in Aurora Veil. So, like, that... I guess it was an Ice-type Dynamax move that set in Aurora Veil. Alright, I guess there's only a few more seconds left. So what's this one? Aurora Veil wore off. Okay, no, it's just showing that it had Aurora Veil. So, now my question is, because I don't know if this was answered, if Gigantamax basically follows the same formula as Dynamax, where it's only for 3 turns or whatever, and if it has the same effects, and if they have the same kind of Dynamax moves, or if Gigantamax Pokemon can also Dynamax, or if just any Pokemon that's a Gigantamax Pokemon will Gigantamax when you Dynamax them. I'm not, like I said, I missed the details of those updates when they first came out, so I don't know if that's already been answered, or if we have to wait and find that out. So this last thing, we just have the release date again, and I'm excited, you guys. So what do you guys think? Hopefully this doesn't get ID'd. If so, I'll have to have re-uploaded one that's like covering over the trailer. But I'll link to it too in the description. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. I mean, it's interesting. We got a little bit more information that's relevant to like competitive play, the metagame. I'll be quite interested to find out if things like breeding and EV training stay mostly the same as far as mechanics go. Is there going to be a new way to easily EV train? Besides, like if we don't have SOS chaining, for example, which we probably won't, because it hasn't been mentioned, and it seems like the Gigantamax raids are going to be the main way to get hidden ability Pokemon. I don't know, let me know your thoughts down below. But that's going to do it for now, guys. I will do another update, I guess, when there's something else significant and I have the opportunity. Like, this just worked out that I had an open day to record this. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Pokemon Sword and Shield, or just more content, more gaming, more... I need to really work on my outros, but I'll see you next time for more stuff. Bye.